typing up for me, but you could take 5, 6, 7, 8 pages to file a motion, tens and thousands of dollars to file a motion.
It began like the quiet before a storm, the kind that creeps in unnoticed until the sky cracks open and everything you thought was steady starts to shake. For weeks, the internet had been unusually calm about Teyana Taylor. Her fans were used to her consistency, the flawless performances, the witty captions, the balance between fierce artist and devoted mother. She was the blueprint of self-control, the woman who handled chaos with grace. But on this particular day, something shifted. There was no dramatic announcement, no scandalous headline, just a whisper. One small clip uploaded to social media that changed everything. At first, it was nothing more than a few seconds of grainy footage. Teyana, standing in what looked like her backyard, sunlight cutting through the trees, a phone clutched tightly in her hand. Her voice was low but firm, trembling with something raw and unfiltered. "I'm done protecting everybody else. I'm done pretending everything's fine when it's not." The words landed like a lightning bolt. They echoed across timelines, through group chats, across media outlets, and within hours, the world was watching a woman unravel and rebuild in real time. Nobody knew exactly who she was talking about, but the internet, ever hungry for answers, began digging immediately. Some said it was about Iman, Shumpert, her ex, the man with whom she shared years of history, a marriage, and 2 beautiful daughters. Others whispered it was about Pierre, the actor she had recently been linked to. And then there were those who insisted it had nothing to do with men at all, that Teyana was confronting a deeper betrayal, something personal and internal that fame had only magnified. By the next morning, her name was everywhere again, not for her music, not for her art, but for the storm surrounding her private life. Screenshots of deleted posts spread like wildfire. Photos of her and Iman that had once filled her feed were gone, captions wiped, comments turned off. Even Aaron's account had gone silent. No likes, no stories, no engagement. The silence was deafening, and for fans who had followed Teyana's journey for years, it felt like something big was breaking behind the scenes. Sources close to her said she had been under immense emotional pressure for months. She had been juggling motherhood, career expectations, and the endless noise that came with being a woman in the spotlight. But lately, the whispers around her love life had become louder, crueler, harder to ignore. People had begun to question her choices, her loyalty, even her sanity. And through it all, she stayed quiet, holding it together for everyone but herself. Until now, insiders claim that what triggered everything wasn't a social media rumor but a real-life confrontation that happened just days before that video was filmed. Teyana had reportedly attended a private event, something low-key with close friends, only to find both Iman and Aaron unexpectedly in the same room. Imagine that scene, a dimly lit venue, music humming softly in the background, laughter quickly dying as tension thickened in the air. Teyana, standing there, trying to stay composed as her past and present collided in front of her. According to one witness, Aaron remained calm, collected, almost unreadable. Iman, however, wasn't having it. The energy between them was explosive. Years of unresolved emotions condensed into a single moment. There were heated words, raised voices, people stepping in to diffuse the situation. And in the middle of it all, Teyana's face said everything her words couldn't. When the chaos became too much, she simply walked out, leaving behind a silence that spoke volumes. That was when the video was recorded, moments after she left that event. Shaking, heart racing, finally reaching her breaking point when the clip hit the internet. It was like the world had been waiting for it. Fans dissected every frame, influencers weighed in, and celebrities posted vague tweets about truth and healing. But beneath the noise, there was something more profound happening. People saw in Teyana what so many women recognized in themselves. The exhaustion of always being strong, the ache of always forgiving, the quiet agony of holding everything together while no one noticed the cracks forming beneath the surface. Not long after, more information began to leak. Someone close to Teyana revealed that she hadn't just been dealing with the pressure of fame, she had discovered a betrayal within her inner circle. Someone she trusted deeply, someone who had been around her kids and shared her most intimate moments, had been feeding private information to gossip blogs. It wasn't about career gossip or celebrity drama. It was personal, painfully personal. And when she found out who it was, something in her broke. That discovery, insiders said, was the final straw. It wasn't about love triangles or headlines anymore. It was about trust, or rather, the loss of it. Her decision to speak out wasn't impulsive. It was survival. The video wasn't a meltdown, it was a declaration. For years, Teyana had been protecting everyone else's image, everyone else's comfort, everyone else's feelings. But now, she was choosing herself. A few days later, during a live performance, she took a moment mid-song. She paused, microphone in hand, eyes glistening beneath the stage lights. "You can only love people so much before you lose yourself," she said softly. The audience fell silent. In that moment, she wasn't just performing, she was bleeding truth in front of thousands of people. Clips of that moment went viral overnight. The hashtag #StillTeyana began trending, with fans and celebrities alike rallying around her. Words like boundaries, healing, and respect filled timelines as her peers subtly showed support. But while the world empathized with her, Iman made his move. He posted a simple story, white text on a black background that read, "Everybody loves to play the victim when the lights are on." No names, no tags, but everyone knew. It was the digital equivalent of throwing gasoline on a fire. Within minutes, fans flooded his comments. Some accused him of gaslighting Teyana, others defended him, claiming no one knew the full story. But the damage was done. The internet had already taken sides. Meanwhile, Pierre, who had remained silent through the chaos, finally broke his silence in a subtle but powerful way. During an interview for his new film, a reporter cautiously asked him about the rumors involving Teyana. Aaron smiled faintly and said, "People love to talk, but what matters is how you treat someone when the cameras are off." That one sentence was enough to send social media into a frenzy. Was he confirming something, defending her, or simply speaking his truth? Fans couldn't stop talking about it, and through it all, Teyana remained silent. She didn't post, didn't respond, didn't clap back. Her silence became her shield. Because when someone like Teyana Taylor goes quiet, it's never out of defeat, it's preparation. Then, without warning, she returned to social media with a single post. A photo shoot, bold, elegant, unapologetic. The caption read only 2 words, "Still standing." No explanation, no shade, just power. The post exploded online, flooded with comments from fans calling her a queen, a survivor, a woman reborn. Yet beneath the praise, there was still speculation. Had she completely cut ties with Iman and Aaron? Was she really done with all of it? According to close friends, yes. She had gone no contact with both, focusing entirely on her daughters and her work. She was rebuilding her peace from the ground up, refusing to let anyone or anything disturb it. For the first time in a long time, she was choosing quiet over chaos. But then came the twist that nobody saw coming. Reports began to circulate that someone from Iman's team had reached out to Teyana's representatives, requesting a private meeting. It wasn't about reconciliation or rekindling romance, it was about their daughter. Sources said their little girl had started asking difficult questions, sensing the tension between her parents, noticing the silence that lingered where laughter used to live. That realization hit Teyana deeply. She didn't want her child growing up in the shadow of adult drama. So, she agreed to the meeting. It happened quietly, away from cameras, just the 2 of them in a room. 2 people who had shared love, pain, and history facing the wreckage together. Witnesses described it as emotional, raw, and brutally honest. Teyana reportedly told Iman she didn't hate him. That hate had never been the problem. What she wanted was peace, not just for herself, but for their family. She told him she couldn't go back to what was, because healing meant moving forward, not reliving the pain. And for the first time, Iman didn't interrupt, didn't argue, didn't defend. He just listened. In that silence, something between them shifted. Not reconciliation, but understanding. The kind that comes when 2 people finally stop trying to win and start trying to heal. After that meeting, things between them began to change slightly. They communicated more peacefully about their daughter, kept things respectful, avoided the public mess. It wasn't friendship, but it was progress. Still, fans could sense the emotional distance. The love that once burned bright now glowed faintly, a memory rather than a flame. Aaron, on the other hand, disappeared from the narrative entirely. No more photos, no interviews, no cryptic posts. Some said he wanted to give her space. Others said he was hurt by how everything unfolded. Either way, he stayed away. And then, just when the world thought the story was over, Teyana posted again. A short video. No music, no glam. Just her sitting in her studio, speaking softly into the camera. "You can't control what people say about you," she said. "But you can control how you show up for yourself." It wasn't long, but it was powerful. You could see it in her eyes. The peace, the clarity, the acceptance. She wasn't angry anymore. She was free. The internet shifted. The gossip quieted. Fans stopped dissecting her pain and started celebrating her strength. She wasn't the woman from the shaky video anymore. She was the woman who survived it, who turned her breakdown into a breakthrough. Now, as her fans wait for her next move, one thing feels certain. This is not the end of Teyana Taylor's story. If anything, it's the rebirth of it. Because every time life tries to break her, she rises stronger, louder, and more unstoppable than before. And this time, the world isn't just watching, it's finally ready to listen.